All right, how's it going? My name's IPA Fan, and this is Church of Chug. Today I'm going to be chugging a juice bag from Humble Sea. And next we got Cordy.
Gordy drinks craft beer. I'll be drinking Modern Times Space Waste. Chugging 6.7%. Keeping it light today.
My favorite.
Rich.
Drunken Monkey here. I'm going to be chugging Walk in the Sun from Treehouse. 8.1% double IPA.
Ricky.
All right, I got this Belgium wit from St. Bernard's Brewing out of Belgium. 5.5%.
Nice. Bruja.
What's up, everybody? Bruja here. Gonna be drinking Dos Encantos. It's a collab with Brujeria and Tucson Brewery.
Nice.
J-Hump.
Tucson.
Boy, Craft Redness here. I'll be chugging this Hellenberg by Pier in collab with Mosca.
Parched.
Nice.
Wow.
Parched.
Oh, sorry. We are parts here. Thank you guys for having me. I'm going to be chugging Wizards and Zombies, a triple from Brujos Here Zombies, coming in 10.5.
You about to turn up right now.
Al.
Beer lover here. I voted today. It's a Resident Culture and I believe Tired Hands collab. It's pale ale. It's double dried hop. It's only 5.6 to start off with.
Nice. Queen.
I got some Green Cheek Illusion of Choice. It's also a triple.
Nice.
That's a good one.
So he's already kind of introduced himself, but those of you who don't know or who aren't listening for the first time, we do have a special guest. It is we are Parched. So he's going to be joining us, and of course, putting in work already at his 10%. But go ahead and do it. Bruja, you're in the center. If you haven't already poured yours out, everybody, go ahead and pour it out, and Bruja will count us down.
Sorry, guys. I got a lot of head. It's not fitting in there.
By all means, take your time.
All right, you all set? I'm waiting for Parched.
Straight bananas in this thing.
All right. I think I'm good. I'm ready.
Al, you good?
I'm good and pour it up.
All right, Bruja.
All right, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Cheers.
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 Ooh. A little bit of
Oh,
mess.
tasty.
Super bitter. Ooh. Wow.
Sorry.
Nice.
Oh, man. It's really bubbly.
If this was my only one, I'd so regret chugging it. So juicy, delicious, but thankfully I got one more.
Is that by Humble Sea?
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Nice.
That foam came back up.
Yeah. I almost ordered a 4-pack. So I was like, that sounds really good.
so good.
I like their play on names with that Humble Sea, man. They always have those cool little names with the
Right?
the
Billy
Billy
Madison.
Madison one and the other Happy Gilmore or Happy Krillmore or whatever.
the crawdad bod.
Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Before we actually start drinking, we're going to be doing a Belgian beer. I'm not really a big Belgian guy, but apparently we have a lot of huge Belgian fans here, so we're going to go ahead and get into one. I'm starting out with, or the only Belgian I'm doing is Delirium Red, just because, it's Delirium. 8%. I'm not chugging this. I'm just going to be sipping about half, and we'll see how it's going. What do you got, Gordy?
I got a Bornum. Giving it a shot. My cousin brought it over, and he's a huge Belgian guy, so I said, why not? I'll give it a shot at 9%. So let's do this.
Rich?
Doing the old classic Stella Artois.
Nice.
I would have
Beautiful.
that.
Look
Ricky,
how
what you
clear,
got?
beautiful.
All right, I got this, and I'm gonna fuck up this name. I think Trappist Rockford #6.
Rochefort.
Rockford.
Rochefort.
Rochford. All right. Produced by Abby St. Remy. I don't know. It's a Trappist product, which I'm still not 100% sure on what that is, but
It's made by Trappist monks.
Ah,
Bruja?
I am actually drinking the same thing. Oh no, kind of delirium nocturnum. So this one is not listing the ABV on it. 8.5.
Nice. J-Hump?
Okay, so I got the same thing as Ricky, but it's a 10. It's a quadruple Belgian.
So you're saying you're better?
I am better. 11.2%. Look at that. They're nice and malty. Just
And
I like it.
Proper glass, too. Parched?
I'm not really a Belgian guy as well. So what I found was Duvel. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm sure.
That's a good one.
yeah.
Yeah, single fermented Belgian golden ale coming in at 6.8.
Nice.
That's a
There
good
it
pick.
is.
That looks clear. Al, what you got?
Yeah.
I have this is Corsedonk. Corsedonk is from Vlaardingen, Belgium. It is a brown ale. Pretty much all I could say about. I mean, I could say more about it, but I'm not going to hog up the time. But that's what I'm drinking. Corsedonk out of Corsedonk Brewery, Belgium.
Ice Queen?
I also have the same as you. I went in. I think the elderberry. I like anything with elderberry in it, so it's delirium. I like all of their stuff, so I figured we could. I'm not like huge Belgium, so
is that
Yeah,
the one
they're
that's called?
solid.
Is that the one they called Delirium Noel, or is that the just the red?
just the
It's
red.
Oh.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't know what elderberry tastes like. What is the flavor of an elderberry? Is it like a bitter flavor?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's similar to like a cranberry.
Right.
It has a lot of the tannins in there.
Okay. That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
So apparently my beer is a dessert beer or to be shared with a cheese platter. So I feel like I should go get some fucking like American
Gouda.
Swiss- American cheese, bro.
Some
Keep
Gouda.
it classy.
Somebody said Gouda.
So
Craft.
anybody care
That
to
color on here, man.
Yeah, man. That malty fucking sweetness, chocolate. Oh man.
But it's a
You're right.
different kind of malty though. It's not like it's more.
like
I would
sweet.
say it's more bread.
Right. It's
more
bread
bready,
what?
mouthful.
more like
Yeah.
caramel malts.
Yeah, Brady
Like bread. It
biscuity.
tastes
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're chewing on bread.
Right.
Yes,
Look at
sir.
that
Yeah,
diamonds.
Mine
This
has
has
a
not
lot
gone
of a
down.
caramel.
Tons of
That's
retention on
caramel,
that.
yeah. What you think, Parch? What you think of yours?
It's not bad. To me, it's like a Pilsner, honestly. Dry hop with Citra. Like I said, I'm not too big on Belgiums, but this one's pretty smooth, pretty clean. So I enjoying it.
I could definitely get down with this.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
it's what you guys
That-
think, because I feel like Belgians in general, it's kind of you really like it or you're really not a big fan, and not necessarily hate it because you can tell it's made well, but you're just like it's not for me. Do you,
Yeah.
do you guys see that too, or is there, or am I not the, or am I?
No,
the-
no, I agree with you 100%. It's like alcohol. I can drink whiskey. I just can't drink gin. You know, it's like you kind of like it or you don't. It's one of those things.
Right.
It's not horrible, but it's
Yeah.
not a preference. But you
Yeah,
know, most people
this
don't
is-
prefer Belgiums.
This is a definitely a sipping beer. This is something like you're not like trying to like suck down really quick. Well, that's what I'm getting off of mine. Mine's like super sweet, caramelly. It's a
Yeah.
dessert beer for me.
Hold your can up again, Gordy. Okay, so it's more sweet. It's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
a triple.
tartness, no bitterness to it.
No, apparently it's a triple. I guess it is from Belgium. So I
Is
like it.
anybody getting
Yeah.
like spicy notes at the back end? Like a little bit of spiciness?
I haven't even drank mine yet.
No,
Oh, you haven't?
mine's all sweet.
Mhm.
No, I haven't tried mine yet.
You enjoying the moment?
Mine is fruity, but it
And this
does
is only
have some spice in the
6.5.
back part of it.
I was curious, Ice Queen, since we have the same thing, what are you getting for the most part out of yours?
Well, I like I said before, when you smell it, you can smell the elderberry in it, and I like it. It's similar to like the fruity sours that we drink, except not as
Kinda like
sour.
more,
you
it's
know?
like kind of like more on the strong side.
It's like dessert. Like I could see drinking this with cheese and grapes and wine,
Charcuterie.
like it's type thing, you know.
Nice.
You said cooler? Did you say wine
No,
cooler?
I said charcuterie.
No. Oh yes.
Charcuterie, yes. But
Charcuterie.
I feel like the
But
big,
this is 8%. So
the cherry really comes out on this.
Yes,
yeah.
it does. Yep.
If you guys,
Did everybody get theirs out of the refrigerator by any chance?
Yes.
I kept mine completely warm. I didn't even bother to. I met up with Ricky over at our local place, the supermarket there. It's it's like a beer supermarket. I got this off the shelf. I didn't even bother putting it in the refrigerator. I didn't want to. But this absolutely has lots of like toasted notes, caramel notes, some licorice flavor, some fig and date. It's actually really, really tasty, smooth as hell. But I don't think I can drink this back to back. This isn't one of those
No.
beers I can like crack
No.
open. It's one of
This
those
is- this is-
one-time beers and then on to the next.
This is definitely like a holiday beer, I want to say.
yes, like
Yeah, kind of like a Christmas ale, kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
There you go.
yeah, you could definitely drink this with like your turkey. I feel like it would go good with that dinner.
That's
Yeah,
why
it'd be
mine
a good
is
holiday
separate.
drinking. Yeah. Yeah, for certain, this would be more on the dessert side. It's sweeter. For me, this is a lot sweeter. There's no
Yeah.
bitterness. There's no tartness to it. That breadiness comes through a lot, but it really does have that fig taste and that licorice flavor to it. Again, I couldn't do a session of this. Just one and done and on to the next.
Fucking
Hey,
Jaren's
good.
fucking panties are all getting all wet up there. He's in
what
heaven
about
right
you,
now.
Bruja?
Bro, I just changed them.
What about you, Bruja?
Yeah, I did have mine in the fridge, but it's been sitting out for like maybe 40 minutes.
Nice.
So just again, it's the Nocturnum. So it's a strong ale. I do get a lot of like the molasses and a little bit of like plum or like maybe fig is what I'm getting. I'm not entirely sure what that is. And it's super effervescent. That had that head that beer lover was talking about too. But
What is ABV on that one?
8.5.
8.5.
I remember that was like one of the few first craft beers that I drank.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's so strong. Like it was before I had a tip up, but
That
yeah,
is so weird to be like a first craft beer.
But is Delirium a craft beer?
Not
I,
really,
I
but
feel like it is.
hard to
I
say.
think
To be honest, I don't know if it is or isn't. I don't know what it is. I don't know if like you buy that in the store in Belgium and it's considered a craft beer, or like the equivalent of what Budweiser.
That's a
would
good
be
point.
to
That's
here.
a good
Well,
question.
Well, yeah, but there's also so many different kinds, and the price difference goes like pretty high when you get to the higher end deliriums too. So
But
I
that's
consider
here.
it a craft
We
beer.
have no idea what they charge for it. Like in Belgium, it could
Well,
be like like the main.
I doubt
beer.
they're charging fucking
Those ceramic
$5
bottles
for a
cost a
Bud
lot,
Light
too.
and $10 for a Bud Light Platinum.
Yeah, this little sucker was like $9, man. It's like not even 12 ounces.
Yeah.
So, what's your experience parched with other Belgians? Because I'm sure you've had other ones. Like,
I've had Delirium, the blue one. I want to say, is it the blue? Like I said, they're hit or miss. I mean, I'm not gonna hate them, but I'll sip on it, like you said. But I'm just with other Belgians. Stella's classic, of course. Just hit or miss with me, but I'll still enjoy it.
right?
Like it's not bad.
I think
It's just
you guys, since Drunk Monkey and yourself had some of the lighter, and of course Al had one of the darker ones. It just shows like
yeah.
how you can't really say it's a Belgian beer per se. Like you need to be like, what kind of Belgian? Because we had two people with malty, me and Ice Cream with red, Happy Bruja with some amazing stuff, and it's just all over the place. That it's really hard to be like, this is a Belgian. It's almost like saying this is an American beer. It's like, what do you mean, Bud Light, or are you talking about like craft American? Because that could go all over the place too. So it's
Yeah, there's a pretty good spectrum. You have like your doubles, your triples, your Angus triple, your friggin' there's a variety, but I forget what the Trappist. I think Ricky has the Trappist. That's the Trappist monk one. Yeah, there's a variety. I have the brown ale one. So yeah, the Rochefort. So there is a
saw
spectrum.
sour too. I even saw a Belgian sour. I don't know.
I saw that in
like-
Total
But
But
Wine.
you know what?
I was
I will say
like,
this:
no.
Belgium sours are not the kind of sour that we have. It's not like what we have here in the United States.
what are they like?
they fucked me up. It was really, I'm sorry to say it. It was really, I took a sip and I spit it back in the bottle. It was more like a sour
It's at the back.
cheese. It was not like a sour, like fruited sour or fruited ales. It was more like sour cheese. It was just
Sour
really,
cheese, huh?
yes, and it was a Belgian beer. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. Let me have this and
You
put
know
it
what?
back.
Oh,
Isn't
God.
the delirium the red one? Isn't that a fruited sour though?
It is, but it's not like what I had. What I had was completely like, I don't know who would drink it. I mean, it's so awkward of a flavor. The delirium's
Maybe
a sour, but it's a
cheesemakers.
fruited sour. The
Yeah.
sour that I had was like
This one does not say sour on it. It just tastes sweet.
Is it more tart sour?
It's cherry and elderberry, so it's tart. It doesn't say sour on it at all.
I just realized this, Sam. Did you match your shirt and the beer at this for this?
You know
episode?
she did. You know she did.
I was
like, wait a minute.
Early, she had to do it.
Maybe.
You know Sam all about that fashion. Let me see your nails, girl.
They're
Do
green
your nails for
though.
you, make it look good for your boyfriend.
They're green. I don't got a boyfriend. And beer is my boyfriend for real.
So
So
I'm actually surprised because I just looked it up on my Untappd. I've had Chimay Red before, and I really liked it. So I'm surprised that
That's a Belgium.
I'm not more into Belgiums. So
But you know, Chimay's kind of expensive, man.
Chimay, it is, but it's so good.
It is,
though.
and the blue is really expensive. I was thinking about
It's
getting
for-
that, but I just
it's for the
decided against it.
bougie craft beer drink.
So-
Oh, see, I thought my understanding was that Chimay was actually like the equivalent of like AB InBev. No?
What's up, Cisco?
I have a quick question. So I experienced this and a while ago, I'm talking like 4 or 5 years ago. And ever since, every time I see a delirium on tap, I actually ask the people and they kind of go with me, but they're upset to go with me. As far as the bartender or beer tender, which is, are certain deliriums, and Bruja, I think you might have one of these, and I'm sorry if I ruin it, but I really doubt I'm going to. Don't they have like a hint of almost rotten egg smell or taste to it?
Like a
The
sulfuric
sulfury.
kind
the
of?
Yeah.
sulfury.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Just
no,
fuck it
that's-
up for everybody.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
All right, we're done. We're wrapping up, man.
Yeah.
Taste it.
What
Tell me-
Go ahead.
Sulfur would be not the greatest thing to have on your beer nose. I wouldn't want like a sulfury. Now, Cisco, are you saying like when you have it on tap, you get that sulfur note?
Every single time I've had certain ones, not all delirium. I mean, I wouldn't mind drinking this every other day. It's solid. But there's this one delirium, I can't recall which one it is, but every single time I have it, I automatically just tell the beer tender, you know what, I don't care, I'll pay for this, just get it out of my face. It's disgusting. And I'll explain to them why and what it is. And they'll be like, you know what, you're right. I have experienced something like that too. I just try not to think about it. Which
I think
wonder-
my understanding is that sulfuric, like that is kind of an off flavor. So I don't know if maybe it's that specific batch that you had, which might be.
it can't
It
be.
also-
Maybe it shouldn't be on tap.
It's reminiscent in certain
Yeah.
styles like Pilsners, but I don't know necessarily if there would be.
It also could be dirty beer lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be. But like I've been to 2 different events where like they were making a big deal out of delirium. I even have like a delirium glass that I got because it was like a special event.
Sorry.
Even there, they had it where I was like, this is rotten egg, which I mean, if I was showing off my beer,
Yeah,
I'd
that's
be
that
sure mine
sulfur.
was clean
Yeah.
if it was that.
So Bruja, how's your rotten egg? Is it delicious?
I don't get any sulfur in it at all. Like autolysis, which is the off flavor, would be the sulfur, the rotten egg, sometimes hot dog water.
Hot dog water.
Yeah,
When's
it
the
can smell like
last
hot
time
dog
you
water,
sipped
and
hot dog water?
like
Yeah.
you can smell it automatically. It's just like it's right there. It's also on like the back end of the nose. But I have tasted that in beers before, and I'm not getting this in that, at least not this one.
So,
Good.
so our next episode will be chugging hot dog water.
Fuck you.
See how that goes.
Yes.
Let's
Won't
do
taste
it.
as bad as that non-alcoholic. That's all I gotta say.
Or the seltzer. Jesus. We are part. You should be happy you weren't here for the seltzer chug.
No,
That was
the
not-
pumpkin one was the worst.
That's hard.
He
That's
tapped
hard.
his seltzer chug in his last video.
Hey, I don't know
I would have done
because
it.
Parch has a 10% seltzer that he
It
drinks
was
once
like
in a while.
Brewery X, wasn't it?
Yeah, the brewery. Yeah,
Yeah,
Those get
yeah. You suck those down pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah, bro, you had the record for like 46 chugs on the last, chug week. What was it?
80 something.
I did.
How much was it?
80.
83.
83. I'm sorry to discredit you. Sorry. Sorry to
Yeah.
minimize.
Get your
minimize
facts straight.
that winds up being like 7 chugs a day, pretty much.
Yeah, it was never again. I'll tell you that.
You must have had that week off.
Did you take
'cause I
like a
could
whole
never
week
do-
off from work?
No, you know what? I was working, and I just when we going into quarantine, I got laid off right before Chug Week. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go all out now.
So
Yeah.
unless,
Stupid
Unless-
COVID.
unless we personally have anything to specifically add about the Belgium, I'd like to spend the last like 10 minutes or so just talking to Parched about like his, if you will, in a sense, an aura. Because believe it or not, dude, I'm sure you know this, but quite a few people are like, this guy kind of helped with the whole chugging scene. And whether or not you accept it, you have done a lot to help as far as people getting into the whole Instagram chugging and all that. Part of the reason why I did my whole Zoom thing was to get everybody to chug at once, because I was like, dude, this guy's only chugging with hairy goose nuts. I want to be part of that shit too. So it's like, part of that is, definitely credited to you. Like, how do you feel about the whole chugging scene on Instagram and everything in a sense that's grown out of it?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love when people tag me, message me. It's to see all you guys doing it, everyone, and it's grown so much. But I'm like,
It has.
a chug or someone tags me, I love it. I'm gonna tag you no matter what, repost you because
I know
By the
you've
way,
tagged
you-
me quite a
by
few
the way-
times on those chugs.
By the way, Robert, you do owe me a fucking shower chug. You say you're gonna do one.
With soap all over your face too.
I think Rich had
Try to
something to add.
I'll try to
Oh,
get one
I was just gonna say that I know Sam has a story of how she kind of got into chugging, but I remember, to kind of go along with her story before she says it, I remember her first showing me your videos of you chugging and stuff like that, and I was like, dude is nuts. This is before I really even got into craft beer, and I was like, damn, I don't see how people could do that. And then all of a sudden, obviously, the very next chug week, I'm like trying to keep up with everybody. But Sam, go ahead with your little
I was
story.
just gonna sell you out and say, I was like, this is what I said to him. Do you want to chug with me? Like we could do a message chug, and he was like, chug? I don't chug beers. Now look at him, right? But I remember like
changed.
between Gordy and Parch, they used to egg me on, and I used to so fail all the time, but they would still post my videos and be like, you got it, So I just used to really honestly practice to impress the two of you.
Aw.
There you go.
Here
I
we
have a
are.
question for you, Parch. So, like, what made you start chugging craft beer, like as opposed to your Bud Lights or whatever?
We don't speak
I
of
think
that.
just getting into the chug week, the first one I did, that's when I just started. I'm like, oh, they're doing a chug week competition. Oh, let me just try it out. I was already drinking craft beer, but I'm like, might as well just start slamming craft beer, and been doing it ever since. So,
Yeah, and
but that's
I think
maybe that
honest.
first chug
Sorry,
week. No, you're good.
go ahead, Robert. Go ahead.
I
Finish
just
it.
said chug week that I joined got me into chugging craft beer and just doing it since then. So.
And I honestly agree with people that say chugging craft beer is actually easier than chugging like the shittier beer.
Yeah.
Those sound
Pilsners and
smoother.
lagers, yeah.
And yeah, you try to fucking chug Bud Lights and all that shit. Yeah, you're gonna get that super aftermath of the bubbles and all that shit. But with
Because
craft
it's
beer, it's a
super
lot
carbonated
smoother.
compared to the IPAs.
Right.
They're
It's
so
a lot
carbonated.
smoother. You know.
Yeah.
It is smoother,
Yeah.
but you got to admit, chugging Budweiser is like chugging water, dude. It's a lot easier.
Now,
It's like chugging a rusty pipe.
I mean, like we still have the styles that are super hard to chug with the bubbles, like the seltzers and the lagers. Even this Kolsch today that I chugged, it was like those bubbles. were
Yeah,
massive.
Kolsch's are pretty. Yeah, they're high in the CO2 on that one too.
Yeah, my
Oh,
my,
no,
my,
it was-
my whip beer almost came up a few times when I was chugging. Even though it tasted really good, but it was up there, man. I felt
Wetness said his beer almost came up.
Ricky and J Hump, you guys haven't asked any question. If you have any questions right now, it'd be a perfect time.
Yeah, I do definitely. I have a question real quick for We Are Parched. I don't really tend to chug like during the week sometimes, but like, how do you keep up with like people tagging you constant? Because you must get like maybe 10 something tags a day or something. You know, like sometimes I feel bad when I'm like, fuck, these like four people tag me. It's like, shit, do I get up now and go chug, or
No, just
do I leave
repost
for a
it,
little
man.
later?
Just repost it, and let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, man? Do you always reply to a chug?
I do when I can. Sometimes I'll just repost and I'll just be like, I'll get you next time. Or but if I did try to reply on every one, I'd have to do like 20 chugs a day. I'm like,
You know what? I find it's easier to just like get like 5 or 6 of them like tagging you and just collectively saying this person, that person, this person, they all tagged me, and just do one chug for the 5 or 6 people that tagged me.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
So
definitely
it's,
what I
easy,
was.
it's easier to do it that way. So I do it after like 2 or 3 days.
And,
Yeah.
and you know what? It's not a bad thing to like bank a chug.
yeah.
I know, because
You know?
sometimes I feel bad when somebody tags me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm over here busy with my kids or something, and I'm like, let me stop real quick. Let me go chug.
Let me
You run into the
protect my
bathroom and
kids.
just drink a beer quick.
So,
have,
J
like-
Hump, do you have any questions?
I got a question. It's more of like, I want to say like a request, but I was talking with Brewski Bones, and he said he wanted to get our group together and you guys' group together, and then we do like a group chug.
The coast to coast one.
Yeah, did he talk to you about that?
Yeah, he did mention that. I'm totally down for that, man. You know that.
Okay.
Maybe you should tell everybody about your group there too, man.
Yes,
Because
that's what
I just heard about it. So
What is it?
So we started a little group, basically chuggers from all over, from the East Coast down to the West Coast. We call it Coast to Coast Chuggers. We got 2 people on the East Coast, Harry and Kevin drinks beer. He's an animal.
Kevin
Those guys
is a
are-
fucking beast.
Yeah,
Stout
he is.
chugs,
Christ.
baby.
beer.
Stout chugs.
But it's a little group. It's like 15 of us right now, and we all control the account so that you post what you want, your
That's cool.
videos, your pictures. So that's it, man. Just getting together, hanging out, and just
How many
chugging
of
beer,
you
and
are in the group?
that's all we do, man.
That's what it's
15.
15.
Oh, holy cow!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A lot of alcoholics out there wanting to chug beer.
So
And be
I'm
affiliated with
requesting Coast to Coast Chug make it to the Great American Beer Festival, and we should have a fucking huge chug fest in
Yes.
front of everybody. Fuck these little bitches. I think they could fucking chug. Get out of here. We got this.
Rich, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say that like one of the things I noticed too is probably like over the last 9 months or a year, that Parched, you have been kind of the ambassador, so to speak, not to really put you on the spot, but of like doing more entertaining chugs instead of just straight up plugging something, like throwing like like your Macho Man is freaking awesome, and like your dancing and everything you do, like between you and El Louis, like you guys take the cake as far as like how creative you are with the chugs. How do you feel that when you start to see other people kind of taking up that example and trying to do more, like especially like during Chug Week, that a lot of people were trying to do creative chugs?
Dance, costume, anything creative, I love it. I love to see people doing it. What got me is somebody messaged me on a dance chug. They didn't follow them, they didn't follow me, they just messaged me saying I had a rough week, my cousin just passed away, and your video just gave me life.
Dang.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
Aww.
when I hear people
That's
say
cool.
stuff like
No,
that,
that's cool.
when I hear people say stuff like that to me, I mean, that's why I keep doing it, just to entertain people, have a good time. I don't care who's watching, I don't care if I dance bad. Oh well.
Like way back music chug.
Oh, tonight.
I'll throw it down.
Now that I remember it, you did a jam chug,
Yeah.
and you tagged me on that one.
Oh,
So we
yeah,
might
you did
actually
one too,
be
yeah.
cut off, but this is probably gonna be the last question. Ricky, go ahead, man.
I just wanted to say, man, I just wanted to give you props for, your guys' motto is all chugs matter. So I know there's some groups that like they're very strict on like, you got to do IPAs, you got to do this, you got to do certain percentages, which is kind of what we do with on the Saturdays as well. Like all chugs matter. So I just want to say, give you props for doing that as well, because some people can't chug a whole 16 ouncer, but you're still welcomed, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. 12
Like that.
ounce, anything, water, soda, orange juice.
With that
Go
being
Pitt.
said, this is the end of the episode. Thank you, everybody, coming. Thank you. Appreciate you, Robert, coming on.